don't think he was given any task to come and save Baye. I think he came from the outside.
Why? Now I can't stand up.
Why?
Because.
See, but it's not even hard. And dancing someone is really bad then now. I'm a teaser, and I'm gonna tease different guys though. So you better get used to it.
I was trying to make up for you, I swear. You should make up for the other.
He was just talking to me about King.
I know you didn't do anything.
Why?
Are you not dumb?
It is so. No, not like this way. Listen, stop me from here, friends.
You guys always think you can figure out the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, part B of the after party highlights. We all know after party is when the real party happens. So after New and Ilebaye has spent much time and coming back now, Pere noticed his lips, his cheek had some red spots, and Pere was like, did you both do something? Like, what's up? What's with the whole paint on your face? Did you guys kiss? And New was like, no, we didn't. And Pere was like, oh, have you both reconciled? Did you both make up? And he said yes, that although they didn't finalize, but they are just towards that direction. And Pere said for him, he thinks it strategically that all of a sudden people are beginning to mend bridges. Don't you think it's because of nomination? People are seeing the game is getting hotter, so they now want to mend, make up with whoever they had issues with in order to be safe and avoid nomination. And actually said he agrees with that. The game is getting tougher. Everybody is trying to mend bridges. After that, Pere, New, and Kim now ate together from one of the meals they made from their task. And Cross couldn't join them because that particular meal had crayfish, or rather fish, I don't know, but yeah, it's either crayfish. Okay, seafood actually had seafood in it, and we all know Cross is allergic to anything sea. Then, while they were eating, Mercy from upstairs asked Kim to help her with her product. That's the Kim secret, and I'm like, hope it's not in the other way around. Anyways, from there, Mercy started flirting with Pere. And Pere was like, you know what? Can you come downstairs? Can we both get a room? You're just mounted. You can't do all these things. You and I know you don't have the ball to do all these things you're saying to me. And Mercy was like telling Pere, you know how I can be. Don't allow me to get downstairs. When I get downstairs, there'll be fire down there. And Pere was just like, oh, you can't do it. You don't have. But then, guess what happened later? Just keep watching. New actually complimented Alex for being on fire tonight, and Alex was like, I've always been on fire, but New said no, tonight was really exceptional. You're my dance body, so I'm the one to tell you, you outdid yourself tonight. Indeed, that Alex danced, like Alex owned the dance floor. Anyways, talking about dance floor, Kim actually queried Cross, like, who made you the bartender of this house? You just left me standing there. You expect me to just stand and wait for you to come back, dance with you and all that? Who made you in charge? Who said you'll be serving drinks? Others will be having fun, others will be dancing, and you just be there sharing drinks. And Cross was just looking at her like, and I'm like, Bobo, talk now. Which kind of love is this again? See how across the boss all of a sudden don't turn to Romeo. At this point, I will say whoever is dating Angel, I beg that person is trying. After the party, Angel changed like this her mood swing or whatever do they call it. She became moody. Like, someone have been trying every way possible to cheer her up. Someone at the time even started singing, started rapping music for her, for where Angel was just there, not saying a word, not uttering a word. So someone now decided to call Mercy to help him cheer Angel up. Someone was like, Angel likes you, Angel listens to you, I beg, come.
I want to put a bit.
MGM, baby.
What's not the mess?
I'm just trying to take you a look.
I'm always thinking.
No, you're not listening to last weekend.
Messi came, someone was even like, give her a hug. Messi gave her a hug. Someone was like, are you pecker for me? Messi was just doing everything possible to know if Angel will cheer up. And from there, Messi started gisting her on how Cross sneaked out drink from the party and how he was caught. And Angel and giggled a little bit. Then she went on and started telling Angel how she was like a bad bee during the party, how she even poured drink into Pere's mouth. She told Angel to cheer up and not allow anybody dull her mood. That in fact, Pere wasn't the only one she poured drink into his mouth. And at that point, Pere was like, so it was not just only me. So you cheated on me or something. And from there they started joking about it. Meanwhile, White Money didn't really find this statement funny. White Money is not happy that Messi is flirting with Pere, or rather should I say the whole thing she did in the party. And White was just acting in a funny way, and Messi was like, oh, White Money, why are you not talking to me? My baby, why are you not talking to me? Blah blah blah. And she was trying to explain herself, but then Ilebaye said, you're making it look like you have a thing with White Money the way you're explaining. That is White Money, not just your friend. That is just a friend. So why are you explaining? Are you explaining means, oh, you're feeling guilty or you owe him an explanation as your boo? And Miss was like, no, we are not, but then he's my baby. I like him. While Messi and Baye were there, gisting, Kim walked in and was like, what are you both doing? And Messi was like, oh, I'm waiting for my baby. My baby is showering. And that's White Money. White Money was having his babe. And Kim was like, ha. You needed to see the shock on Kim's face. And Kim started hailing White Money like, oh, these two baddies are waiting for you. Are you too much? And all that. And just then, Pere now entered. And everything changed, though. Messi increased her flirting level with Pere. In fact, she kissed Pere, pecked Pere, and Pere was like, oh my god, I can't stand up from here, My John Thomas is now strong. And Messi went ahead to even start touching it, too. And Ilebaye was like, stop. Ilebaye was trying to come in between. And my parent now said, oh, that he can't even stand up again. He can't move, Ilebaye was like, you are not a man. This small thing. Pere actually disguised, when he was walking away, he had to put one of his hands in his trouser, to disguise the whole look and all that. And when he met with Neo, he was like, in all you're doing, make sure you avoid Messi in this house. Messi is bad, though. And Ilebaye still walked in there to start telling Pere, you are not a man. This little flirting, ordinary. And I'm like, Baye, I beg you, you just have one strike to go. While Baye finally went upstairs to the HOH lounge and was talking to Alex from upstairs, referring to Alex as the trenches. And Alex was like, Agaracha must come back. He will definitely come back to this downstairs with us by Monday. And Ilebaye was like, no, imagine after 7 weeks, that it took her 7 weeks before, somebody actually took her upstairs. And Alex said, okay, maybe next week, if anybody wins HOH, we will beg on your behalf again that they should take you upstairs since you're not satisfied now with the one you stayed. My people, do you know that after the advice, Pere still went ahead to go and sleep in Messi's room instead of his own room?
Oh boy.
He never walks out in this
Can't
house.
stand up.
Why can't he?
Because his dick is hard.
Pere actually started with saying, oh, that the room is too cold, Messi's room is a bit warm. And when he got in there, he was like, this bed, and Messi said, that's Kim's bed, it's an available bed. And he went there to sleep. And then White Money decided to go sleep with Messi. And even while White Money was there, Pere was still saying, Messi, I want to tell you something. I was like, come on. Hey. On the other hand, Doyin has woken up. She said she was hungry and decided to come and eat. This time around, they're discussing about Lucy and Prince. And Doyin still maintains her ground that she feels Prince and Lucy are fake housemates, that they were brought into this house on a mission, that maybe they didn't deliver or maybe they delivered and had to leave. That during their time, Modella was a fake housemate, but then Modella didn't fulfill what they asked her to do in the house. That she said she just wants to be herself and she was taken out of the game. That maybe Prince and Lucy didn't fulfill what Big Brother asked them to do and they had to take them out. But then, someone was like, if they were actually here on a mission and do you feel they did fulfill that? That he noticed something that especially Prince was caring so much for Angel and Ilebaye. That to him he just feel maybe Big Brother, brought them to calm some people down. That because immediately they entered, that the dimension of the game changed. That they brought a kind of that he will not use the word peace, but something changed immediately they stepped into the house. And then Alex was trying to tell them that Prince genuinely cared about Ilebaye. That he was always like, oh, where is Baye's food, breakfast in bed, and she was telling Prince that she does not even cook together with Baye. But Prince would be like, oh, add Baye's share, add this, has Baye slept, where is Baye, this, that. And Doyin said, well, that she feels because Prince has been watching this show from outside, she feels maybe Prince knows where he will focus his attention and people will applaud him more. That he doesn't feel there is any romantic whatever or caring whatever. That he has been outside watching the show. Maybe he feels going towards Ilebaye or trying to help, he'll be applauded for that. And I'm like, eh? Anyways, Alex said she doesn't see it that way, but then she doesn't want to continue talking about this. Maybe when they go out, they will definitely find out what has been really happening. But then Ilebaye from upstairs was like, if Ilebaye even asked Doyin to please repeat what you said about Prince. And Doyin still repeated what she said, saying that she doesn't think Prince genuinely cared or that he just wanted where he will go to and the world will applaud him. And Ilebaye was like, you know what? You people should stop trying to figure out Big Brother's game. That you can't predict this game. That sometimes she'll just be looking at people who are trying to, figure out how Big Brother is going about the whole game plan. That when they go out, they will definitely know what actually happened. In fact, in her words, she was like, can I say something before I go to bed? Stop trying to figure out Big Brother's game. And honestly, that's just what it is. There are people that is behind the script. So the more you're trying to figure it out, in fact, the more people that even hear you share an idea, the more he will want to twist the game so you won't get it. Thank you all for watching, and please do well to go and watch the part A of the after party. I will see you in my next video. Do have a lovely Sunday. Bye.
I never thought it was a romantic connection. It would be most applauded. Like, I don't know. Can I just say something? Alexandra.